Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is December, which means holiday season is in full swing. And for me, that means holiday prep and prepping for the upcoming year on top of my usual schedule. So it's a busy month. I figured I'd take you through some of the holiday prep activities that I'll be doing, as well as some tips to stay on track mentally and physically through the holiday season. So here we go. Now, first and foremost, remember your priorities. The way I approach the holiday season is I treat it as any other month in terms of my routine. Just because it's the holiday season does not mean I throw my routine out the window and say, okay, I'll just start next year. My priorities and my lifestyle dictate that I need to keep my training regular. So yes, there are going to be some holiday events that I can plan around, but the number of days that I'm getting my training in per week won't change. I'm not saying that you have to treat the holidays exactly as I do, but try to keep some routine during the season. Plan around the events you have coming up. If you know that involves some travel and you won't be able to work out, then make sure you're getting your workouts in before and after that travel period. If you keep your priorities and goals in mind, then it makes it simpler to stay on track without derailing any progress you've made over the past year. Next tip, give yourself some grace. There is no award for the most overworked family member of the year during the holiday season. Trying to be the host or hostess with the mostest doesn't mean you have to be Superman or Superwoman every single day. Do your best, but also remember you are human and you deserve to enjoy the holiday season just as much as everyone else. And next, connect with those who matter most. Holiday season can also mean a lot of different gatherings and parties and seeing relatives or friends or people that you don't usually get to see. And that's all fine and good. But remember to connect with those who mean the most to you, who love you unconditionally. And that might mean your chosen family, not necessarily blood relatives, and that is totally okay. You want to be around those who love you for you, not just for what you can do for them or for how many of their expectations you meet this month.
Now, Kodak's family is part of my chosen family, so part of my holiday prep was making a special Bahamian dessert for them called rum cake. And because it's me and I don't cook traditional, I jazzed it up to make it a coconut rum cake. Actually, I ended up making two, one for Kodak and one for his family. I first made this for Kodak for our dating anniversary, and he shared it with his mom and sister. According to them, it was a big hit and rivaled the local one back in Nassau. Proud moment for me. So I made it again for the holidays since it's a special occasion dessert, because it's pretty time consuming to make as it takes a while for the homemade rum syrup to soak into the cake. If I had another pan, I would use the waiting time to prep the second cake, but I don't. So here I took the opportunity to clean up the kitchen and made the second cake a couple days later. I couldn't have any since it has dairy in it, but it's something I know they all really enjoy, so I like making it. And there is the finished product. Kodak is actually still currently enjoying his.
And number 4, set boundaries. Trying to be everywhere, doing everything for everyone is not only impossible, but it's also the fastest way to burn out. Ask me how I know. Your needs matter too. So you can say no if it really costs you your peace or your mental health, or you really don't have time. And lastly, prioritize you too. It's very easy to use the holiday season as a reason to put ourselves in the back burner and get too busy with all of the endless to-do lists and the social obligations and all the logistical planning and. But you matter too. This holiday season, do something that you enjoy, that reminds you why you enjoy this season too. It's not just for everybody else, it is for you too. The anxiety and overwhelming dread that sometimes comes with the season is usually because we're spending too much time on things that cost us too much. Not just financially, but cost too much of our time, our energy, our emotional bandwidth, and our peace. And if you're worried about finances, it doesn't have to mean something really expensive, although it could. If you want to treat yourself, by all means. I'm not saying don't do that, but it doesn't have to be something astronomically extravagant. I live in Florida, so we don't have snow, thankfully. But for me, that might mean spending some quiet time walking on the beach, just breathing, and not having to rush anywhere. And for me, it's also training, because that is a staple and one of the core parts of my own routine. It also helps me stay calm mentally because I know I'm getting my routine in. I know I'm still working towards my goals. I know I'm still keeping my priorities the same. And I'm not putting myself on the back burner because of everything else that's going on. It can be enjoying the Christmas lights somewhere, whether in the neighborhood or maybe your town center, or something simple. Find something that you enjoy about the holiday season and go do it, because you matter too. The holiday season is not a reason to put yourself on the back burner and make sure that everybody else enjoys it but you. You are worth prioritizing too. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I hope you get to enjoy this holiday season.